In your kindergarten and nursery schools and primary schools, there was a reason why every academic structure begins with numerals and letters, alphabets. A is for apple, B is for bapu, C is for sapu, D is for dapu, and the rest of them. Then they start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, this is it. If I asked you to solve an equation, 2x plus y is equals to 3 all over b, find b. You will see yourself scratching your brain to get this. But if I started from telling you first that x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 5. So wherever you see x, place it with 1. And whenever you see y, place it with 5. It will be easier for you to understand. This is just what I said. X is 1, y is 5. If I also say that 2x is something as 2 times 1, you understand it easier. And if I said y stood alone, so 5 can also stand alone, you understand it easier. By the time I form this equation, this algebra, it will be easier for you to find your b, because I've broken them into smaller fragments first. This is exactly what happened in your primary school, nursery school, and the rest of them. If you are playing games, the same thing occurs in your game. The first few stages of the game is always very simple. Tell you is the easy or normal mode. But as you cross each hurdle in each game, notice it becomes more difficult. The next hurdle you cross will be harder. After that, the next one will be more difficult, and the next one will be more difficult, until you get to the final stage and you see yourself beating the final stage because you've beaten the smaller hurdles first before coming to that stage. But let us say this same game you're talking about, you began from the harder stage first. You see yourself spending a whole multiple years trying to figure it out, and you not understand how it even works. This same pattern is almost everywhere around you. You're not just seeing it. Is there in your religious teaching? Is there in your day-to-day activities? Is there in your games, like I said before? Is there in your school? There's a reason why these things start bit by bit. And this is how you conquer your goals. In my early 30s, a very significant event happened. I just finished my university, finished my service and everything, and there was no job. And I had these big dreams. I want to achieve this and that and all these things. So I was with my elder brother who was a mechanic. We often go to his workshop together, check works out and things, and come back. And I play games and I watch movies. I was extremely addicted to games and movies. So it was extremely disturbing for him. Each time we come back from work, he had a particular goal. He was a YouTuber. So we always go through his YouTube, check the channels, check the next things to do, things like that. While me, I'm out there playing games or watching movies, extremely addicted to these particular things. Then, or I may be on Facebook, writing and making posts. This was my early 30s. He began to complain about it. And to a point, if you've been with a brother who wants you to grow, you understand what I'm trying to say. He was extremely disturbed about this thing because to him, I was always wasting precious time. To me, I was just doing what I should do. I finished working at his garage. I'm home. I need to just play my game, allowed to be an adult. But this wasn't what he expected of me because I had a very big dream. And he knows it. He always tell me, your dream requires amount of effort. You have to work to make money to fund your dreams. But I was not thinking of it. I was always hoping there is no money coming or it's until I get a work. And he was trying hard to initiate me into YouTube at that time. But I never knew what it was because he said, "Tom, if you are doing well in your YouTube, you are going to be making the money you want. So why not get involved in the YouTube? You're already a good writer. You can transform this writing on Facebook and then make a faceless YouTube video. It's a very simple thing. Just convert the writings using Google TTS, change the writings from text to speech, and then mock up stock videos and images to whatever you are going to write and put it there on YouTube. Make sure it's educational and make sure people who watch it gain a lot of information from it. It's that simple. But you see, these things are always difficult when it comes to being productive for yourself. In fact, it is easier to write something that is meaningless. People always like to watch things that doesn't benefit them anything too, or even do it. So I was always stuck in my game. There was a time he talked until it got to my nerve. I felt like I was being insulted because I'm staying with him. But then something always tell me that, look, this guy is saying the truth. Why not just listen to what he's saying and then make an adjustment for yourself? I wanted so bad to make the adjustments, but it wasn't coming. I wanted to become a better person, use my phone in a better way that can earn me something, but I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't really working. It was like this giant goal ahead of me that I need to conquer, but I don't even know where to start. So I always felt disturbed each time he talks about it. At the point, it became like nagging. What was remaining for him was to spank me like a baby. But remember, I am a grown-ass man in my 30s. Well, every habit I was involved in was just recreating poverty for me. And he saw it. He knew it. One day he came back. He collected my phone from me. Like a small boy. I got very angry. I felt very bad. Felt insulted. But something in me told me, he's doing the right thing. He wants the best for you. So I had to just let go of the insults. One day, I began thinking to myself, all this guy wants me to do is start converting my writings to videos. In as much as what he's saying does not really go well with me, these things are actually true. If I do this right, I may get money. I may free myself from this poverty bondage. So I have to do something about it. Now, it is not very easy for you to just kill an addiction once. It's not always very easy. This is where goals are very large. And if you attack them as big as they are, they'll wear you down, they'll burn you out, and you get stuck there. So I remembered the events of my childhood where I have very big task, lands to clear, and decide to just take them portion by portion, do a little, go and play, come back, do a little, go and play. So I told myself this thing. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start writing. Then I'll write a page. After writing a page, 500 words. I'll play a game for 5 minutes. Then I'll come back and write another 500 words. Then I'll watch movie. Like that. This was how I broke the work. So after 500 words, I'll play game, come back, write another 500 words, go watch movie, watch one of the series for 5 minutes, just look it sometimes. Gradually, I began to increase the duration. From 500 words, I was writing 1,000 words. From 1,000, I was writing 2,000 words. I was writing enough to make 8 minutes video. So if I finish writing, I'll drop it, go play game, relax my brain, and then I'll come back and start converting the text to words using TTS. And from there, I was creating the faceless video he asked me of. I was happy the first time Google paid me. Google paid me $150. It was very, 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 very amazing. I took it to him. I told him, wow, I've been paid by Google. And he was very, very impressed. So this is exactly how you conquer a large goal. You break it down. Here is the thing about starting from small. The more you conquer a particular goal, the more confident you become in the next goal. The more you conquer that, the more you tell yourself, if I could do this, then I could do the next one. So you see yourself keep climbing from stages and stages and going higher and higher. At a point, no matter how big the goal becomes or look, you can never be challenged by it because you've done something you feel, your mind has done something it feels is bigger than this. So it gives you this confidence, this power that you can do more. If you could do that, then you can do more. People will see you and be like, wow, how is he doing that? He's so dogged, he's so determined, he's so confident and things, but it all comes from the ability for you to have conquered the smaller ones you had before you're getting to this point. So if you had a very large goal, let's say your goal is to make, say, 10 million, but it's not coming. Break it down. What do you have at hand? Try being consistent in what you have at hand. And as you continue in that and continue in that, you see yourself scaling and scaling and scaling. And by the time you make your 10 million, you won't even know it. So this is how to conquer a giant seeming goal. You chop it bit by bit until you conquer that goal entirely.